What's up, YouTube? This is John from Team Rhinoki, and today I'm going to be bringing you my deck profile for the deck I will probably be playing in the Austin Regional. I've got this and one other choice. I haven't got to play test with the other deck yet. It just got built, so we're going to see how it works. I'll get to do some more playtesting tomorrow. And then after I do the deck profile, I'll go over on this, how it fared against some of the matchups. So as you can see, it is Blue, Protective, Android 13. Now, I thought about doing this in tag team. I thought about loading him up with allies, but I just kind of realized that he's not going to work the same. I don't want him at low stages. I mean, he can function there. I just don't want it. So we've got Android 13, the redneck robot. Physical attack on him, and then whenever I play an Android card, I get an anger. And that level 1 ability is what's really going to help me get off level 1 to level 2. And level 2 is the easy part. So anytime an Android card is played in combat, he gains an anger with a physical attack of 4 stages. I did a video over this, over all his abilities, so if y'all want to go back and see them, by all means, please do. I will go over like what I like and what I want to sit on and how it's fared also at the end of the video. So, but that's his full stat, guys. So we've got the Redneck Robot, Android 13 Amuse, the Dark Villain, and Surging Strength, which I pulled foil. I don't think I'll ever use, though. So, let's get on to the deck, guys. And like I said, it is Blue Protective. I am a fan of my blue decks. Starting off, we're running only 4 allies in this whole deck. The first one being Nappa. He's just a tech choice in there. I might actually swap him out for Frieza. I haven't decided which one I think is going to be more of an issue or will be more beneficial, because with Nappa, you can shut down setups. Frieza, you just shut down a graveyard. Android 16, same thing. I really haven't decided how much I like him in the deck. I may actually just drop him for Frieza and keep Nappa. We'll find out as I do some more playtesting and play against some different decks. So Nappa shuts down setups. Android 16, as long as my MP is an Android, -2 life cards of damage whenever I get hit. So. And then, respectively, 14 and 15 each. 14, when he comes out, can eat non-styled setups. Or destroy them. I call it eating, I don't know why. And then, 15 at the end of the planning step, I can destroy an Android card to pop a drill and play. I believe it's just a drill, or an attached card. So, it's going to be hard to wall breaker me or Android arm breaker me, because 15 is just my out to it. So I only run the 4 allies, guys. And then for freestyles, the standard time with double VTP. The sad part is, if I'm playing a cooler deck, I don't see these staying on the board very long, but I don't know how many coolers I'm going to run into come Austin Regional, so I'd rather have these and not need them. So pretty standard there. Then I'm running 1 Android attack drill. It's basically I'm going to do I believe +2 life cards of damage since I'm an Android. Just a one lookout drill. This is a personal tech choice that I've been real hyped about since I saw Broly. It'll make it a little harder for him to start banishing stuff off my deck if I have this out, at least the first time around. Then 2 wall breakers, because I think Sand Broly will be a thing at the Austin Regional. Plus, it's an out to like things like Red Roshi, Piccolo, stuff like that. That anger gain up. 2 Sagacious Strikes. Captures Dragon Balls, gets Wall Breaker off, whatever I need. It's just a good card. 1 Enraged Blast. I don't know how long this is going to stay in the deck either. It is just a current choice to kind of some extra anger to level me up to get me off that initial level if I need it. So, not sure how long Enraged Blast. I don't know what I called it, but I think I said Enraged Blast. Enraged Blast, though. I don't know how long this will stay in the deck, so we'll get some more testing in tomorrow, thankfully, at my locals. Onto his named cards and the Android cards. I'm not running as many Android cards as I think some people were or are going to do, and as many as I originally put in here. But I am running 3 of his SS Deadly Bomber. It's only 4 stages. If it hits, damage from my attacks can't be prevented, I believe. Yeah, it can't be prevented this combat. And it lets me get another Android card back from the graveyard. Now, you can't just keep looping these, and it says non-named card, I believe. Oh, yeah, non-named card. So I can't get non-named card, or I can't get a named card with it, but I can grab some other stuff that may hit the graveyard. So, but it's a decent attack. You can loop some things with it. Then next up, we have 3 of Android 13's Impenetrable Defense. Now, this card is just great because it pairs up with my level 3 so well. It's a block that, when it does, lower 5 stages off my opponent. It's main MP, or their MP, and then my next successful attack will end combat. So there's a lot of little uses with that. I'm kind of salty that Deadly Bomber can't grab this back, because you could just keep looping it around. That would be awesome. And then if this card is discarded or destroyed from my life deck, I may banish it to raise my anger 2 levels. So there's some quick anger gain there too. 3 of those though. On to just the Android cards themselves. I'm only running 4 as far as freestyles go. We've got Android Armbreaker. This is going to stop the Unleashed plays, hopefully. They can Unleashed with this on here, but they won't level up. They'll just eat this off them, I think. They can only do, maybe I might be saying that wrong. They can Unleashed around this though, so that is the plus side of it. And then we also have Android Insubordination. Gain 1 anger, AT plus 3 stages, hit, destroy a non-styled setup or non-styled drill. It's banish after use, so that part kind of does stink. And then it's almost like a half-ass weighted clothing. If it's in my graveyard, I can just banish it to get an anger. So that's it for the Android cards. I found that having a ton of freestyle Android cards just wasn't the right answer. Then back onto style drills, we've got Blue Overpowering Drill and Blue Lifting Drill. Whenever I block an attack, I can gain an anger, or a player gain anger. And then everything I do is +1 left card of damage. Whenever one of my attacks is stopped, lower my opponent's anger. This might come out also. I just don't feel like this is going to be super relevant. So, and just by that I mean I'll level up past it probably. For setups, we've got 2 Blue Blockades, just an Omni block, and 2 Blue Dominances. Blue Dominance, again, is my way that I'm going to just skip around level 1 to 2 if I need to, and then it can just go from there and chain it to level 3. 3 Blue Shifting Maneuvers. It's the Omni block of the deck. Kind of goes without saying. For my energies, I have 4 energy blocks in the deck. I've got 2 blue guards because I'm running protective, and not running blue guard would be foolish. And I can double those as a physical block. Same for these. Pardon me, guys. This other one, though, is I can raise or lower a player's anger there, so there's some anger manipulation. And where I don't think there's going to be a ton of energy beats, I think that you still will see some, so I'd rather have some blocks than none. Then we've got 1 Blue Terror, because it's pretty much a staple in all blue decks. 2 Blue Concentrated Blast, because it's 2 anger each, and some other anger control, so I do enjoy that. 2 Blue Arm Blast, because they double as physical blocks. They're 5 life cards of damage. They're just good cards all around. Last up for the energies is 2 Blue Clash, and this is the way I can search out an ally from the deck if I need to, or get it back from the banished zone if I need to. That's it for the energy. Then for physicals, I am running just 3 physical blocks because I have the other named block. We've got Blue Leverage. I can sit on level 3 fairly quickly and get to it, so being able to have Blue Leverage to look at the top 3 cards of my life deck and grab anyone I want at level 3 is extremely well. Even if they give me a choice, they're probably not going to do... They may give me something they think will be dead, but you can make it work, so... I don't run a ton of dead cards to begin with, so that is a plus, but it is the other physical block I run. Then 2 Blue Round Throws, same reason as Blue Arm Blast, it doubles as an energy block, so I do have some extra ones in there. Plus, physicals can double as it with the Mastery. Then we've got Blue Android Headbutt. Now, this is the styled Android card I'm playing. No matter what, on level 1, I get an anger off it, and then I can raise or lower a player's anger 1 level. So, level 1, it can potentially be 2 anger for me if I need it. The hit effect I don't worry about. I don't build my deck around that. Otherwise, it just be what it is. And it's 4 life cards. Next up, we have 3 blue head knocks. Simply anger control and 5 life cards. You just can't beat that. Blue lunge. I do run a decent amount of setups and drills, so just being able to fish them out and be like, alright, cool, I got it. Then 2 blue slides, because AT plus 3 life cards. If it hits, your opponent can't use non-styled cards this combat. So it's my way of shutting off freestyle, which will be amazing in certain matchups. Because then that means if I'm playing like a cooler, they can't supernova me, and they can't do his other named card's ability. So they can't play them, which is just amazing. And then 2 blue betrayals, just because as of right now, I don't know what'll be there, so still a good card. So that is pretty much it, guys, for the deck profile. I got to do some playtesting yesterday with it against Broly deck and a Gohan deck. And then earlier last week, before the weekend, before we went up to Kansas, I got more playtesting against it, against some different cooler decks, a blue protective Turles, and a orange Broly, and I did not lose to a single one of them. Pretty much, if I get to this level, it's almost a win at that point, because I'm ripping those stages off of you. You're skipping an action. I can shut down your mastery. I can shut down your continuous effects. Alright, guys, it has been a long day. I don't know if that'll be ruled where it shuts down masteries, but I would need a judge to show me where Panini has said it doesn't. And I would need their logic, because the way it's, worded. But once I get here, even without the hit effect, just ripping the 4 stages off, and then if they run into my physical block, that's another 5 stages. So just taking 9 stages off someone in one combat without even touching them. And then you could stage lock them very easily that way, and just start milling them. So before you're even doing damage, you're just milling. So it puts in a lot of work. Level 1 and level 2 aren't too bad. I've rejuve named cards and attacks with his level 2. Level 1, obviously, just get an ally out for whatever I need. So, and hopefully I don't have to go to level 4, but if I do, it's not terrible. It's a 5-stage attack, plus 1 for each Android card in the discard pile, so really not looking at probably more than 10 stages at the most, which is still a very large attack, but it's just not as good as his level 3. And again, that's where we want to sit, is level 3. So tomorrow I'll get some more playtesting in. I'll also get playtesting with the other possible choice I will be playing. I'm not going to spoil what it is yet, because I'm going to do a deck profile on it regardless, but depending on which of the 2 works better, that'll be what I end up taking to the regional. As much as I love my 13 deck, and I think it'll have a good matchup with everything, I think the other deck will have a better matchup. But we'll see. So anyways, guys, I'm John from Team Rhinoki, and I'm out.